as always, every other Tuesday, City Council President Harold Wells. First, before we get started, let's do a shout out to where you had lunch the other day.
I had it at a Pizza Inn up at Ardmore and thoroughly enjoyed it.
Zeke, you said it's packed.
It was. It sure was. And got to meet Zeke. He came over and sat down with us.
Yeah, Zeke's he's about the friendliest restaurant owner you ever going to be around.
Oh,
nice
no
guy.
doubt.
That's
what he takes. You mentioned me to him, he might have got a discount.
He did. He mentioned you. Sure did.
Man, y'all got a lot of stuff going on. What happened last night in the City Council?
Last night we paved two main thoroughfares, the 251 right here. I'm at the Lindsay Lane from 251 all the way to Browns Ferry. We approved that last night.
Now, what's going to happen there?
It's going to get repaved, new paving.
I thought they just repaved portions of Lindsay Lane.
Well, the little part right there that's been repaved, now they'll probably skip over that when they get to it. But it's going to be a completely new road.
Now, will Lindsay Lane stay
Nice.
a two-lane for a period of time, or
Yes.
what is in the planning stages of that?
Jamie, we've talked about making it a 3-lane later, but right now there's no plans for that. We're going to just repave it and widen the bridges on it.
Is there any statistics on how many tickets the Athens Police Department issues on a weekly basis on Lindsay Lane?
A bunch.
I don't know how. I would guess they probably could tell you, but I don't know that. I sure don't.
It's a bunch.
But they've blinked their lights at me a couple of times.
There's a bunch of speeders.
Especially in the morning.
Right.
Okay, y'all also approved alcohol sales for Casablanca downtown
Yes, we
and
did.
a few other places.
Right.
What else happened? You gave a tax break to Turner Medical?
We did last night. They are really doing good. They're going to hire by about 30 more people. I think it's going to be up to like 180 to 200. They're really doing good. So we're proud to do that for them.
Yeah, Bill Turner, they're nice folks. And also the Decatur Daily's got a big article on Turner this morning, too. They're doing a community thing about, there it is there, from shop to shots. You know, they're making these parts for everybody.
Right.
Harold, over the weekend, Sunday's paper, I talked to Heath yesterday down at Limestone Drug. Front page of the Huntsville Times, don't get much better than that, talking about the city of Athens due to the great leadership and everything being the 9th best city to live in the, I don't know what the other 9 are, but I know Athens is pretty good. But they're also talking about this loss in liquor downtown to help get downtown revitalized, and what a great job Tricia Black does.
She does a wonderful job.
How do you see this downtown area? I mean, that's great news when you get on the front page of the Huntsville Times.
It is.
Talking about, and then mentioning it's the 9th best city to live in.
It is.
What's making Athens get all that accolades?
Jamie, I think it's just how busy we are. We're involved in the community. We are trying to improve every aspect of our community. Not only it's just streets, it's sewer, it's updating our police forces, and it's being friendly to industry. We want more industry here, and we let them know this. Jamie, it's just keeping our city, it's turning over everything, infrastructure, equipment, and everything. And people can see that we are making a difference.
Have you ever noticed living here? I mean, we're 5 minutes from everything.
We are. Convenience.
Yeah.
The one thing I see, though, as I drive to church down at Cross Point on Hughes Road, you go by there from that new Walmart behind Jimmy's Lounge all the way down behind the hospital. It's just continuous growth.
Construction.
I don't see a lot of stuff like that happening here retail-wise, though. I know Ming's building a new thing.
Right.
But are we ever going to get anything real big? Are we
Jamie,
got room
we will.
for it?
I don't know when. I don't have a date or anything like that. But, Jamie, they keep telling us the way to get that is have rooftops. The more rooftops you get, the quicker you're going to get stuff like that. And we're fixing to build a huge complex here. It's 52 apartment houses. Jamie, that's going to help right across from Walmart.
Okay.
And these
that's
are
when y'all
nice.
going to expand that road out there behind Coleman
the
Middle
road,
place.
the bridge, the whole work. It's going to open up Highway 72 to go towards Decatur like that. That's the kind of stuff that brings in industry.
And yesterday you guys unveiled a new garbage truck.
Well, we sure did. I mean, it looks more like a spaceship. You would not believe till you look inside that thing. Jamie, it's got a whole cockpit full of just red buttons, you know.
How many did you push, Harold?
I wanted to push someone, but I was afraid it'd fire off or something. I couldn't stop it. So
You know what they say about pushing somebody's buttons, Harold?
I know, but it's really nice.
Chili Challenge was this weekend.
Wow.
Another big
8,000
success. You'll be able to
tickets.
see that. We'll have more video of that coming up later on this morning, too. The Home and Garden Show comes up in a couple of weeks, or toward the end of March, I think, at the event
Right,
center
Garden
over
That's
will be
there.
good,
joining
too.
us for that.
That's real good.
What about-
We
what-
didn't have things like that when I was growing up here. There was never any of those things. And that's how it's changed.
Now, what part does the city council play much of a part in looking for a new superintendent? Because I know Bridges is resigning.
We do not. We do not get involved in that. That's strictly the school board. They will put together, I'm sure, a search committee or hire a search committee from probably out of town to do that. Jamie, let me just say that we're losing a great superintendent, I think. He has been good. He has been here with us, what, about 10 years?
Yeah, 10 years exactly.
He's brought the school through some tough economical times, you know, and stuff like. And I think we're losing a friend, but we're losing a good educator here. I hate to say Dr. Bridges go.
So basically, the more you read news of all the stuff happening here with Carpenter Technology expanding, them putting that new thing in down there, it just gets bigger and bigger for Athens, Alabama residents.
Right. Jamie, I hope you won't think I'm kidding when I say this, but I'm going to tell you something. You and Gloria has been a big part of that, because you people get on here and talk about what's happening in Athens, and people identify with you, like at the restaurant the other day. I mean, it was Jamie Cooper show this, Jamie Cooper show that. The whole time we were there. And, well, I mean, that's just good advertising, not only for you, but for them. And the community sees what's happening. Y'all talk about what's happening in our community.
You know, it was really amazing. You can say that all you want, but yesterday, or Saturday rather, when we went to Decatur, the Home Builders Association Home and Garden Show, it was really surprising the welcome we got there too.
Oh man, great interview. Mayor Kyle down that way and everything else.
Yeah,
and,
he's a good guy.
Well, Harold, you guys do a good job. I did get a complaint on you yesterday morning. I was taking my spinning class. Heather was teaching me and Dusty. Well, Coach Randy White was riding beside of me.
Oh, yeah.
He said, I can't even take a shower. My water pressure ain't high enough.
Yeah, I've heard that.
You fixed him?
We fixed him up.
Hey,
We
Randy
sure
can
have.
shower.
I didn't know if it was hitting me to invite him over to take a shower or what. I mean, I know him forever. But
Well, you're at the gym. There's showers there.
yeah, I mean, but he was.
We
said,
took
"Man, our
care of
water
that
pressure."
2 weeks ago. He'll soon be.
That's what he gets for living so far out toward the city limits. He's like the last
he needs
house.
to
isn't he?
move into Athens, don't he?
Well, he's in the city limits, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right, Harold, anything else we need to know about the great city of Athens?
You did do. Hey, we're out there working for you and having fun.
All right, and you're doing a great job, too.
Thank
so thanks
you,
for coming up
Yes, it
and
is.
giving us a shout-out to Zeke, one of the best places to eat anywhere, Pizza Inn on Highway 53, right up the road to Ardmore, Alabama. Tom, you want to say anything else about real estate, anything that goes in with what we're talking about?
Well, we're seeing a lot of activity right now, people looking at homes. Once we get all the foreclosures off the market, the values are going to start easing up, and people will be ready to sell to get into a better home or make other choices.
All right.
And everyone's waiting
and
to see
the
what
mortgage
March
rate's
1st
still
is.
low. That's
One other question here. We talked to Mayor Kyle about this, too, when we were down there. Gloria interviewed him Saturday. This job cut's supposed to take place Friday.
Right.
Is that going to happen, you think?
Well, Jamie, we're keeping our fingers crossed, because that can hurt.
It really
That's a
could.
whole lot of people work at that arsenal and support people. Sequestration is real, and it's just a matter of if it's going to happen or not. We're hoping it does not, and if it does happen, we're hoping that that the effect of it does not hurt us the way we think it could.
All right, again, Harold, thanks for doing such a good. Tell my buddy Joseph Cannon I said hello when you run across him. And
He's at Disney World.
Yeah, I figured he was off somewhere.
Well, he had to
I noticed
celebrate
he was
winning.
absent last night.
Yeah, he's at Disney World. He'll have a good time.
Yeah, I've been out before. I guess I'll be going back when Maddie gets old enough to walk, because I sure ain't carrying her.
Yes,
That's a
you
lot of
will.
walking. All right, right now we'll take a break. Come right back in just a second. Y'all hang on.
Local and loving